Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos and today we're going to discuss if we can scale a profitable Advantage Plus campaign. For the people that they have been here since the beginning of the channel, most probably my answer is going to shock you because it's yes. I think that it actually proves that I'm not a person that is being, held imprisoned of some ideas that he has, but I'm only observing what is working on ad accounts and I'm telling you that, and this is my truth based on what I see on the ad accounts. So let's go and dive deep a little bit on theory, and then let's go on my PC to explain you a little bit about Advantage Plus and how you can actually scale them because it's working. So I'm going to explain most of the things into my PC. I just want to say some things for theory. Advantage Plus, it's not like CBO, which would had several ad sets and we're going to break down the balance. And Advantage Plus is working in a way of one ad set, so it's a consolidation method. That means that you can scale it and it goes under the rules of ABO optimization. It's like you're optimizing an ABO campaign with different ad sets and you have different budgets. So the same thing is happening here. Based on that, I thought of actually start thinking of scaling, and a lot of times Advantage Plus, because they have a lot of creatives, they can have some very good ROAS and you can scale them. Again, the main principles that we have in this channel is that whatever is working, we don't touch it, but whatever is working, for example, if you want 2 ROAS and we're getting 5 ROAS, of course you can scale an Advantage Plus. I wouldn't do that though, even with 5 ROAS in a CBO campaign with several ad sets. The other thing which is very important is that the Advantage Plus is actually a dominant ad campaign, which means that it's actually focusing in one ad as the main ad and the one which is taking all of the budget. In this specific case, this one ad which is doing well and is having very good ROAS, it's the leader ad, and if we put more budget, most probably most of the budget, like 80% of the new budget that we put, is going to go towards the good ad. So we know where this is going to go. In CBO campaigns, we don't know that because it's going immediately among all the assets and Facebook is going to decide where. But in Advantage Plus, we know that it's going to go towards the dominant, and if the dominant ad is having very good ROAS, much higher from what we want to achieve, then we can actually scale it. I don't believe that we should follow the rule of 20%, which a lot of times people are referring to about Learning Phase or whatever. I'm just scaling based on my intuition and how I feel that this account has scaled with previous Advantage Plus campaigns. And the last thing that I want to say is that on the Advantage Plus campaign, because of the fact that we have several ads, we need to always focus on the dominant ad, and that means that all of the spending and the idea that we have about the spending on the ad set level, it has to be also correlated with what we are spending on our dominant ad. And of course, we need to calculate always how many ads are left open in order for us to see if we can scale. Because if we have one dominant ad and that's it, then I wouldn't support scaling. But if we have 1 or 2 dominant ads and a lot of them that they didn't spend a lot of money, then yes, this is also an ideal situation that you can go and you can push more budget. Now, let's go into my PC. Let me show you some Advantage Plus and stuff, and which ones I would scale, which ones I would not, and how much in each one of them, just to take an idea. But the theory is whatever we said so far. Okay, so this is another account that I have several Advantage Plus campaigns, and I want to show you which ones I would scale here. So in this one, we are getting 6.41. It's far in the last month, it's far away from our break even, which is 4, our target ROAS, which is 4.5. So we are in a very good shape over here, and that means that we can scale more. Now, what I would scale over here, of course, I wouldn't go to scale this one, which is 4.27, but I would try to go with the ones that are the better. For example, this one is on 8.4 ROAS. And what I would do over here is that I would try immediately to go from 500 to 700. Of course, I cannot tell you exact numbers of how much percentage you can scale in that. You can just start experimenting in the account and see what is working and what doesn't. I have worked in this account with $900 Advantage Plus, $1,000 Advantage Plus. If I haven't worked with these such big numbers, I would be more conservative. I would just do 100. For example, if the maximum Advantage Plus campaign that I have done here, it was 500, then I would do just 600 to see if I can have good ROAS with that, and then 700 and so on a little bit. So I would do this scaling every 3-4 days. This is what I have done. This is what is working well with my Advantage Plus. I don't believe in scaling aggressively the Advantage Plus. Another thing that I need to point out here is that we can see here, for example, that in this Advantage Plus, which is working well, we have an ideal situation of 2 leading ads. That means that if we put more budget, this is going to go towards 2 ads instead of 1, which is a leading ad, which means that instead of doing 100, maybe we can do 200 because we believe that it's going to be separated more. Let's go in another campaign, for example, which is doing well in this ad account. Let's say this one, for example, 7.3. 7.3 is also above our average over here, which means that we can scale it. We can come here. Okay, actually this one has some optimization that we can do. Let me see something. So if we come here, we can check. Most probably this one had 9 on the last month, but if I check on the last 7 days, it has nothing. So, and it didn't spend nothing because we closed it. So let's see what is happening here. If we go here, our dominant ad over here, which is the 283, this is the dominant ad with 5.18. I don't consider this very good, so I'm not very happy with that, but this is an actual very good example. I didn't plan for this, I've just seen it. So here what we can do, first of all, we can get rid of these two that they don't bring good return on ad spend. Okay, and then we can come here, we can see that our dominant ad is on 5 and we have others that are doing well, and we have here a lot of ads that they haven't spent anything. So there's an easy thing based on the fact that I told you we worked on this account with 1000 and stuff. We can come and we can increase the budget of this one immediately to 400 and see how it's going to actually behave. Of course, it's a campaign which in average is giving us 8.22. If we watch the maximum time on this one, we have 7.97, which means that in the last 7 days we are even improving. So yes, it's an ideal situation and we can scale this campaign. Of course, in this video, in the beginning and in the end, I'm going to mention all the theory about ABO, how we optimize, and you can watch my video about ABO optimization, which is going to help you more to understand how you should treat campaigns like this. For example, lowering the budget when it's not doing well, but all the theory is there. Let me take you to another ad account over here. Let's see some campaigns. This is a marketing. This one is a good Advantage Plus. Let's see if we can actually scale it. This one is operating on 300. It has only one ad set inside, so I would be more hesitant in this one because it doesn't have other ad sets inside. It's just one with 3 ads. Most probably we're testing a product over here, and I wouldn't increase the budget on this one. Because it just has one and I'm afraid of it. I'm saying that it's one of my main leading campaigns of increasing my ROAS over here, which I'm not going to push to other spends because I'm afraid, and this is already an account that I have scaled. Let's see another one, for example, here. We go to this one is spending 500. We can see that the results that we are having in general over here, we are left with the best campaigns over here. Our leading ad is on 5. Which is good, which means that I would stay there. I want to maintain a 4.5 ROAS at least, and I believe that with these ones left I can maintain that, and I wouldn't scale this campaign. I hope that you get an idea of how we scale and how we not scale. For me, the most crucial thing is this: return on ad spend, if it's something much higher from what we want to get. Second thing is how many ads do we have inside, and how many dominant ads do we have inside, and how much budget goes to the dominant ads, so that we can see how much of our extra spend is going to go there. And the other thing is if we have a lot of ads that they haven't spent a lot, yes, we have space to even do bigger bumps because some of the spend is going to go on the other ads, and maybe they're going to have some good draws except from the dominant ad. Another thing that a lot of times I have done is when my campaign is not doing well, let's say for example that I have 25 ads, okay, and I have a $300 budget, and my campaign is not doing very well, and I have to kill my dominant ad, as I have shown in other videos about optimization on Advantage Plus. What I would do is that I would cut it, and when I see that the other ones, they are not the dominant ones, but they are getting some good ROAS even with the lowest spend that we have, and we have also others that they haven't been tested, I would cut it and I would increase the budget as a very aggressive movement of believing that the reason that this campaign wasn't doing well, it was because of this bad ad. If I have this kind of feeling, this is also something that you can do, but it's a little bit more aggressive and needs more experienced people and people that they have done a lot of Advantage Plus campaigns. Now, you might say, how many Advantage Plus campaigns have you done since September? A lot, but still it's not as many as CBO campaigns. Still, everybody's learning about Advantage Plus, but this is how I have seen that I can optimize it and I can use it, and I really like them and they are working. And I can tell you that, as I said at the beginning of the video, maybe some of you are amazed, but scaling campaigns like this is working, but still you need to stack a lot of Advantage Plus campaigns if you want to scale ad accounts in general. I will see you for the closing of the video. The principles of this channel remain the same. Whatever is working, we don't touch it. It has to have very good ROAS to scale it like this, and when we scale it, we leave it for 3, 4, 5 days and then see it again. And don't forget that it's better to stack up a lot of good Advantage Plus campaigns instead of risking all the time all of your money in just one Advantage Plus, which might fail eventually. Don't forget that if something that you scaled is going to work with a higher budget and then you scale it more and it's losing ROAS, you can always downscale a little bit so that you can try to find your balance again and the spend that the Advantage Plus will be able to spend with the ROAS that you want. If you want to learn more about Facebook ads, you can check my book, my free course, my paid course, or you can visit my website. And until we meet again, guys, experiment with Advantage Plus, be creative and be consistent.